But this is a tribute to the great man himself, James Joyce. Ulysses, Odyssey, 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 at sea, 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 words, words at sea, dancing, 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 flowing, soaring, flying, today, Odin's day, by Martello Tower, here in Eastbourne. Eastbourne, Celtic settlement, Poseidon, out at sea, Neptune's bubbling born, Manannán mac Lir, searching, 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 searching for his children, held captive by Polyphemus, Buck Mulligan, stately, performance on parapet. Stephen, tortured by Buck in tower. 18 hours of one day. Anna Olivia. Meandering, twisting, turning. This is a love song. This is a love song for thee, Anna Olivia, Liffey, Plurabelle, full of beauty, full of love, full of kindness, full of gentleness, full of passion. Remember me, remember me, remember me, sweet, 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 sweet sea. Remember me, sweet, 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 sweet mother. Sweet mother. Oh, sweet mother, remember me. Inner voices, innermost thoughts, the complex of the everyday. Every man, woman, child, story. Epic, odyssey, sound and rhythm. The musical soundtrack of everyday existence. Multiple styles, master of pastiche, masquerade, morphing multiplicities, labyrinthine language, complexus, textus, puzzleus, emporium of Araby, the epic singing poetry that is Ulysses, the bleeding pain for love. Love, one last great love song for Dublin, lasted James's lifetime. And Olivia Plurabelle, beautiful, beautiful river of time. Configurations, confabulations, criss-cross referencing and cross-criss fertilizations, interwoven tapestries of conversations, multiple voices in poetic tongue of peasant vernacular to Oxford Don and oxen of the sun. Emotive. And who is king of the castle? Who is king of the castle? Who is king of the castle, and who is being put into Artane orphanage? Exiles with bullocks on the boats for Liverpool. Exiles in exile seeking refuge in Europe's arms. Absent makes the heart grow fonder. Little green genie in the bottle. Mirrors within mirrors, ancient souls, twilight phantoms swirl through the pages. The bulls of Babylon, multitudes moving towards the floods. Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther, Black Panther, the darkest, darkest night. Heavily the vendetta of Manannán, sailing seas with Homeric epic Odysseus. Bloom, multi-cultured man. JJ, I go to forge in the smithy of my soul the uncreated conscience of my race. Snot, green, scrotum, tightening sea. Downfall of Parnell, politics, parasites, general paralysis of the insane. Cracked looking glass, Martello Tower, the French are on the sea, said the Shan Van Vogt. The French are on the sea, said the Shan Van Vogt. Liberation, cock-a-doodle dandy, River Dodd, Litz, music, Romany. Caracock, 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 cock, cock, caracock, 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 cock, cock. F sharp major, chords, dark, lugubrious caves, ancient music, a liquid, and Olivia, womb, womb, inbulb, impregnation, fertility, February. Beautiful black rose, dark, dark river serpentining through city. There's certainly myth in his madness and Ibsen in his nature. Hedegabler, enemy of the people. Peer Gynt, phones ringing, plum tree meat, complete. Toilets flushing, shite, shite, shite and onions. Skull and crossbones, sepoy mutinies, Walter Raleigh, Oliver Cromwell, rubber barons and Wellington boots. The grandeur that once was Rome. History, nightmare, nightmare, from which we could never awake. Awake, awake, Finnegan, begin again. Remember me, meandering river Liffey, freely, freely, freely running towards sea. Time sings, and space sings, and Phoenix rises, painstakingly detailed, bloomed compassion, compassion, compass, meant us, compass, meant us, bloom, outsider, double bind of the constantly undermined, bloom, robbed, plundered, insulted, persecuted, love is the opposite to hatred. Universal love, one race, the human race. The Sandman coming down Sandyman Strand. Fireworks, rockets, oh, oh. Yes, yes, ah. The cry that runs through the ages. Bloom is washed up on the beach, and all is silent now. Silent now. Only the little Wuhan bat knows, but little bats don't tell. Those sirens, those seductive shanty, 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 shanty. Shanty sirens. Mullingar House, the ways of the world, a thunderbolt hits the ship. Symbols, colour, technique, form, figuration, flow, structure, circumlocution, vortextualization of existence, dance, magnetism, song, singing, all the interstellar state of becoming, beginnings, the comings and be-goings, and crush, crack, crick, crunch, 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 corvid, crow, kayak, ending winter, constantly becoming Bridget Imbolg, the rites of spring, the birds and the bees, beehives, a beekeeper of dreams, and interplanetary plutoversality of thought, great God of language, and unthought, broken changes of enslaved, colonized bondage. Rebellion, gargantuan. Thought is a thought of thought. Riddle me this, Randy Rowe. Zephyrs. Septic sceptre and crown tumble down, and in the dust the little red hen will pick, and the Whittington cat sat fat in the fire. A bullock befriending barred by the rising of the moon. By the rising of the moon there's going to be a rising. At the rising of the moon, parallel, parallax, jiggledy-piggledy. Remember me, heavy-haired hot head, and environs. Softly singing up a pear tree, protein intersplicing, interwoven, amalgamating, procreating, conjugulating, substantiating, spinning, spiraling sentences, non-sequiturs, humming, lips. Cross keys, clinking, clanging, clicking, clopping, chopping, tudding, bang! I hear a shot in the night, a bark, a bark in the street, nocturnal perambulations, Blake's harlot's cry from street to street shall wind old England, winding sheet. World within Ulyssean wanderings, a myriad-minded man, cascading dreams, gushing streams of consciousness, the rhythms of beauty, daily peregrinations, associations, digressions, reflections, reminiscence, parallel realities, and wormholes. Chapel is it, Salmon Leap, King Street, Dublin, embedded in the heart of art. Citizen and Flying Jacob's biscuit tins. Bloom versus the citizen. Metempsychosis, soul becoming tree, all minutiae grist for the grinder. Pull the cock, 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 the cock crow. Joust was the shift from gesture to 100-letter third thundering sound through the ages. Tip-top, simple Simon. Electricity served. Musing mutely. Bloom. Old Bloom was on the ride. Drink! Drink! Drink. Stephen, bachelor's walks, down bachelor's walk, and homeless, famine victim refugees wailing. Seagulls singing, 3 quarks for Mr. Marx, uranium, radiation. Comics skittlessly, we will all eventually fumble somewhat blindly into night town of one description or another. Sleeping with Morphiosa, singing Gregorian chants, mantras and Latinesque Latinese on Hiberno's shore, while the 3 sisters still snoring and fate seers seeing Angles and Saxons, beseeching Vikings and Normans, Burke, Joyce and Lacey's and Laser, Joycean, Dick Tracy's. The sinking songs of Nighttown, Monto, we'll all go up to Monto. Kangaroo. Einstein relativity, Eisenstein's cinematic mindscape, and the opening of the Volta, Dublin's first cinema. Citizen Kane and Abel fell off a bar stool. The fox and the stork, anarchic tongue in the pool of Oka, blind piano tuner tied to the mast, ponderous ponderings, Daedalus, god of art, flies into the arms of Europa. No quick Brexit. Bloom, hermaphrodites, the awakening of ever into merging world of polymorphic, analyzing, chastising, monoblinkered, myopism, preferring polychromatic, all-seeing visions, metamorphosis, multi-tongued dancers of Homeric singing, spinning word worlds, certain uncertainties, and a wand of wilding in his hand. And Mullingar, Billy, the car said, Eccles cakes on Eccles Street. Calypso, bloom and flowers in Andalusia. Remember me at the opera and all the rows of cast steel. Is there any word of the siege of Troy or any other human wasting wars, making rich men richer? Twin towering towers of Babel, the all-forgiving, all-embracing, all becoming Euphrates, babbling, babbling, babbling Tigris. The Bash city of Baghdad, Kabul, Troy, and Olivia, Molly Bloom, Penelope, Mother River, Danube, Dana, synchronicity in ancient city, Araby, Elsinore, and the ghost of Hamlet's father, Odysseus, mountain man, Daedalus, met him, psychosis. Music had charms, Shakespeare has said. Inspired by Dante, J.J. in exile in a brown Macintosh and a journey through Hades and Warhorse, Barbary apes and lotus eaters and Turkish bats. Pun, punishing punster, Bella Cohen's whiplash, whiplash, whiplash. Bella Cohen, will you stop it? Fast women of the demimonde ran away with the LSD. Multilinguistic acrobats, alchemist of the great Sweeney astray. Bare-arsed, pear-soaped operatic leers lost sanity. Unfavourable winds released from a bag. The snot green sea. Now stormy. Plum tree potted meat. A baby, a little born baby in Holly Street. Catch rattlesnakes. Blazes boiling. Setting the matrimonial bed afire. Croppy boy birds sing in spring. Odysseus threatened by Caliban. Must avoid the wandering rocks and the multi-headed monster Cerberus. In library, Hamlet's ghosts expounding theories in Platonic Kay's metaphysics versus Aristotelian logic. And Anne Hathaway. Poor. Who is the blind woman walking along the quay, tap tapping, tap tapping, tap tapping, tap tapping, tap tapping, tap tapping, Anne Olivia, tap tapping, tap tapping, tap tapping, down the quay, Anne Olivia, tap tapping, tap tapping. Remember me, sight, smell, taste, hair, touch, and public houses. J.J. Malloy's, Davy Byrne's, the Ormond Hotel, Slattery's, Mooney's, Barney Kiernan's, clink, clunk, clank voices and laughter. See bloom when my country takes her place among... It'll be the music that brings us together. Lord of the Vats, Molly farts. Gently, listen. Rhapsodies sung by banshees, all lost now, fall, surrender, love's old sweet song, swirling heads, rollicking Richie, Muir piano, harping chord, harpies, preludes, music carries us on, hypnotized, listen, alluring language of love, loud, lustful singing Simon, JJ, Jim, Jam, drink the dram, me, lasts of me race, tip-top tapping, Rudy, oh, Rudy, soon, Rudy, I'm old. Mermaid's coolest riff of all the silkies. Mr. Leopold Bloom, cuckold, the tap, tip, tap, tipping, lapping. Capillary attraction, monkey in the mirror, here go, Monto, impregnated man. Impregnated Bloom, dancing can, sexual pearls, in oyster shells. Inebriated Stephen singing the lass of Ockram. The constant hum of Caliuga, world eaten up by greed, and Molly Malone streets beneath my feet. Remember me, remember. Memory, remember me. Dalkey, Vicar Road, Sandy Mount. Rejoice, JJ, rejoice. Sipped sweet cider, the forbidden fruit. Sirens smacking, smirking, shrieking, screaming, siren, sighing, sweating, shrill deep. The essence of vulgarity. Giggling, choking, crying, delight, joy, indignation, isomorphism. Hum. To bloom. Hum. Memoriam. Hum to the womb. Hum to the womb. Remember me, my memory, my Anne Olivia circularity. Cyclically circulating, articulating, gesticulating, masterly baiting, martello towering, Timbuktuing. What does the surf see? What are the dark waves singing, weaving, wandering? Dark Rosaline, all clear. Siren singing, siren song, seductress, lowering lost sailors upon barnacled rocks. Yes, this day, this stroll along Balliol Clea, sailing the seas of time, the ruins of Cron, ancient Ogham energy, great druidic omni, seeing Dree, oak, tree, yew, beech, holly, molly. Remember me, Rand, the king of all birds. Throwaway. Outsider, provocation, invocation, Don Juan, Count John, Joyce, the great tenor. The sounds of the city, book of memory, telephones, dogs, interior monologues. Love conquers all, universal, water modulation, shul. Shula Craw. Naked passion, tall stories of skin the goat, skin the goat, skin the goat, and many tall tales of sea odysseys, corpses of the liver of horses, the magic pills of China, each pill opened up into different Shangri-Las. Buffalo Bill shoots to kill, never missed, nor never will. Seer, seen queer sights, Margate, Margate, with mixed bathing, most majestic nudity, naked Emperor Eastbourne, that some piece of steel in the chaotic chamber of horrors, danced in the arms of Sinbad and the Flying Dutchman, polite debauchery, Spanish onions, and the King of Spain's daughter. Sand blasted and sand blinded in the red sea, reading Arabian Nights by lamplight. Dark ages since the Celts and the Tuatha Danann passed this way across the Downs, both preferring continental rather than insular plagues, decimating epidemics, metamorphic convulsions, cataclysmic, catastrophic, catalytic, seismic upheavals. Blunanity's eventual realization that all are ever intermutual emergent world, and the great differences between, and the similarities and differences and differences and similarities and differences with similarities and similarities with difference, inter-evolving and evolutioning toward the final Muslim nirvanic destination blooming, universal love and congenitals, world peace. Justice for all, peace, love, and universal sisterhood. Universal water, world wars, null and void. For we're all of the waters of the world. Much better for the world to be run by women. All are one in polychromatic dance, and the daughters and sons of Europa, Africa, Amazonas and Ganges, Yangtze and Mississippi, conventional currents. Stream, river, sea, cloud, rain, stream, flow over them, Manannán Muckler. Shakespeare's swan of Avon, fly low. Swans of Moyle, fly low. Fly low, and Olivia, fly low. Flow on Olivia, Mississippi flow, Blue Nile flow. Flow, Ganges flow, flow, Yangtze flow, Yellow River flow. Snot green sea, ebbings and flowings. Mind, tangential, kaleidoscopic, fire-forged entity of identity beneath the heaven tree of stars common to all of the infinite, latiginous, scintillating, uncondensed Milky Way. As the snows fall over the bogs of Allen, all the pleasure, and he tickling my behind with his multilingual tongue, and I be coming, and I coming for 5 minutes. And Gibraltar, as a child, where I was a flower on the mountain. Yes, I was